nemesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. It was a bad week for boxing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was this type of week for boxing, man. It just we need next week to be a good week for boxing because this week was bad. All right, was KSI's elbow intentional? So we're gonna take a look at a quick clip. So you got, if you blink, you miss it. That's how quick this clip is gonna be, because you already know. So, all right, ready? Let's take a quick look. All right, hold on. Let me turn this sound off. All right, here we go. So, as you see, KSI, bang. Here it is. And bang. So, you let us know if you think that was intentional. We're gonna go to what is it? Fournier. And we're gonna see what he had to say.
You clicked on something? Yo, Kaden.
Yo, Kaden, can you there?
Yeah, we don't see anything.
Oh, you don't see it?
Nah.
My bad. I'm throwing off because I can hear it. All right. Here we go. Here's what he said.
I know KSI is the promoter, he is Misfits. The PBA is a commission, and I hope that they do the right thing. When the world's seen it, you guys have seen it. It's not close. And also being in the fight game, knowing how an elbow comes through, there's long distance between this and this. Fist had to get out of the way to land the elbow, right? You guys, any of you MMA guys, it just so happens he trains at MMA gym. So for me, it's a clear intentional elbow, because as you saw, he hit me with some great right hands. Fair play to him, but they didn't put a dent in me, did they? I smiled at him, probably hit me again. So they had to resort to a second tactic. Everyone knows I'm a slow starter. I'm a 12-round fighter, not a 6-round fighter. So just getting in my group, started landing a bit more, and saw the second round, was feeling good in there. And even with the elbow, I still nearly made the 10 count on an illegal elbow. So I just hope, it's a bit funny that the promoters disappeared and the Calais gone, and Mams is gone, everyone's gone, but I'm here because the main event. I was told I was doing a press conference, and it's funny how no one's mentioned it, and they've looked like they were trying to wrap this up without letting me get my say, because it's probably, I'd like to think there isn't any embarrassment on their side, and they're being genuine now, but everyone has eyes in this room, and if I'm saying something wrong, please correct me, but I think you've all seen it, you all agree that was a clear elbow.
So that's what Joe Fournier had to say. So I'm turning it over to you, G, man. Did you think that it was an intentional elbow?
I don't think it was intentional. I seen it from like a few angles, and it looks bad. But I don't know. It's really about understanding distance, and KSI is still a newbie to boxing. So, sometimes when you just going in for the kill, sometimes you get too excited. He didn't really calculate the proper distance, like this geometry, and he just caught my man with the elbow, man. And the fact that homeboy was saying, like, he trains at a MMA gym, that could happen. It could be just muscle memory, like when you're training for two different sports, sometimes you might just, maybe you boxing out of nowhere, you just throw a knee out of nowhere, like it's not intentional. It's just your body's conditioned to throw certain moves. So maybe KSI is also doing Muay Thai, you know, so he kind of just got a little out of control in there. But to say it was intentional, like, I don't believe it was intentional. But nonetheless, rules are rules. So I think KSI should be punished for that, you know, but I don't think he should be I guess it should be a disqualification, but he shouldn't be like expelled or a suspension or anything like that. It should just be like, hey, you lost this fight because technically you knocked the guy out with an elbow.
Wait, you said you think he should lose?
Yeah. You know.
Oh wow! So you saying they should Roy Jones him?
I didn't see the fight, but was the elbow what caused the dude to get knocked out?
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, there you go. Then it is what it is. KSI got to lose. You know, it's like, I'm not saying for KSI to get like suspended or anything, because I could see that mistake, but nonetheless, you knocked him out due to an illegal move. So because you did it due to a legal move, you should lose the fight. That should be a disqualification.
All right. I don't know if TBE's around, so I'm just TBE's around. All right.
Nah, I don't. That didn't look intentional. It looked like, you know, you're in the midst of throwing punches, and you caught an elbow, and now you want to play it like, oh, he threw an elbow, intentional elbow. I'm like, nah, I don't think that was his intent to do that. And I don't agree with his opponent saying all this mess about it. I know, you know, it's like a headbutt in a fight. Like when fighters are fighting, some fighters, yeah, you know, somebody's going, they look for headbutts. Like,
yo, pause yourself, yo. Just say,
what is it? It didn't look intentional. It was like he was throwing punches, and you caught an elbow, and you can't look like you can't. If it happened multiple times, you can't. Then I would understand, but it happened one time, and this is the first time we've seen this from KSI. Next fight, if he throw another elbow, then it'll be like, maybe you were right. But now, it's not. There's no justification here. I can't see him getting disqualified or even fined for throwing for that issue, because like we have like Andy Ruiz when he dropped AJ, he hit him behind the head. I was like, that was a lucky shot. Then you see it again. He does it to other fighters. He tries to get him behind the head. He throws punches where he catches fighters behind the head and be like, you seem like a dirty fighter. But I don't think KSI is a dirty fighter. I don't think his intent was to elbow you. I don't think he was even he needed to do it to beat you. So I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna go too harsh on KSI or anything like that. It happened. Be careful when you're boxing. Use your hands, not your feet, not your knees, or your elbows, or your forehead. And, you know. What up, G?
Yo, Ned.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember we watched Frank Sanchez have a fight. And didn't he knock a dude out with his forearm? And you was like, yo, that's cheating.
But it was Frank Sanchez's first time. He hit somebody with the forearm. I'm like,
yeah, but what I'm saying, but you were the one that was bothered by the fact that he knocked the dude out with his forearm.
The way it happened.
It was Frank Sanchez. It was someone else.
Yo, wasn't it Sanchez?
No, I know what fight you're talking about.
Because that was like, yo, he clotheslined him. I was like,
yeah.
Nah, was it Luis Ortiz? I think
maybe. But I'm just saying, it was like he grabbed him and then threw him to the. I'm like, but it's fighting. I get it. If you can't get up from a clothesline, that's you. Like, you know, if it was a punch, you still would get the same damage. But you can't get up from a clothesline.
Yo, that's crazy.
It is what it is. But you know, he don't clothesline everybody. He just clothesline that fighter.
Got you.
Yeah.
Look, is it possible that it was intentional? It's possible. All right. It happened in a fight. He was intentionally trying to inflict harm, regardless of whether it was an elbow or a punch. So what's his intent to inflict harm? Yes. But if you're asking me, do I think KSI needed to elbow this dude to win? My answer is hell no. He was whooping the dude. So it was almost like it was just a matter of time. So this man talking like, and you heard what he said. Oh, he landed some good rights. Fair play to him, but they never hurt me. I kept saying, yeah, hit me some more. Like, dude, that may work with people who don't understand the sport of boxing. But when you say that, like, oh, and I was like, great, hit me more, that doesn't tell me that you weren't hurt, right? All that tells me is you were about to get beat up some more or knocked out because you think that KSI, and I tell people this all the time. For me, when you say that to me, it just automatically means hit him again. That's it. If I hit you when you smile and you tell me it didn't hurt, that just tells me do it again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. So when you sit around saying this, like it may sound like gospel to you, but to me it sounds like you were getting beat up, and then he went on to say he's a 12-round fighter. Bro, you weren't going to see the 12th round. You weren't going to see any round. You were going to get beat up. It doesn't matter. So, like, he got hit with an elbow. This is where we part ways, G. I feel like, yes, by the letter of the law, you get hit by an elbow, you get disqualifications, point deductions, certain things. But in Misfits boxing, Misfits boxing says it all. You bunch of misfits, right? So you want professional boxing rules for Misfits boxing. The same they're the same company, I think, that made tag team boxing. The same company that put on the fight we about to discuss in the next segment with Wings of Redemption. And you want me to treat your fight the same way. Here's the reality. I'd rather see KSI fight Tommy Fury than to watch you get beat up again. You aren't going to win. And this is what annoys me about boxing. Sometimes people are just looking for the shortcut. I can't remember. It was most recently. We talked about it. Dude, it was on Misfits Boxing, I think. Another Misfits special. Dude was hitting the man. The dude fell on the ground and he hit him like 2 times when he was on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And they disqualified him. And the other guy gets the dub and he's walking around with his hand raised. And I'm like, we all know you lost. You were on the ground on your back. You don't win fights on your back. So y'all want technicalities, and it's almost like this isn't boxing, it's WWE. That's why Misfits is what it is. So the fact that you're Misfits boxing, you don't get to act like you're actual boxing now and then demand that things get overturned. Nah, stay in that lane. You know what? Save it. Let KSI fight Tommy Fury, and then you can show up and say, you ain't beat me. The whole world knows you elbowed me. You need to give me another shot, and then parlay that into another fight. It actually helped you because you were about to get smoked anyway. Yeah, so even if he did it intentionally, all he did was give you another payday. You should thank him for Misfits boxing and all that. You know what I mean? Because this is getting so bad, I'm starting to think it's scripted. So if anything, you're right, it was intentional. It was intentionally scripted. Okay? Because G, I remember you saying you felt like Tommy Fury and what's the dude's name? Jake Paul. Yeah. You said you felt like it was scripted. You know what? You might be right. Because this seems like it's just hits you with an elbow, and now it's just I mean, come on, man. Listen. It's Misfits boxing. No one takes you serious. Stick with your tag team boxing, your Wings of Redemption. You're punching dudes while they're on the floor. Listen, just stop it. Don't try to mix the two. Okay? Yeah, you get some real fighters on some undercards, some fights, and I don't know why they would even want to do it. But the reality is, it's Misfits boxing. It's not actual boxing. So just calm down and take your elbow like a man. That's really all I got to say about that. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.